Well, look who's visiting our shop. This cute little antique desk brought to me by my friend Megan. She wants the finish redone on this desk, so we're going to be removing all the stain and sanding it down and putting in a brand new finish. But of course, I see a few errors. As you can see on this side, the desk drawer is a little crooked, so we're going to try to fix that. Also, you can see the leg down here is flared out. I believe that's because she told me that this was in a closet and had a lot of stuff on it. So of course, over a period of time, then you'll have a lot of weight pushing it. Also notice here on this in this corner here, that it was separating from the desk. So we're going to fix that as well. As you can see, she removed one of the pieces of hardware. So she's going to get new hardware for the desk. And so we'll probably take the others off and put it in our storage for some future project. So, you ready for this journey? Let's go. All right, and we're back, and as you can see, we got some clamping going on. As stated earlier, that we had separation in the joint here, as well as the joint over here. And so what we did was we opened the joint up even further, forced in wood glue, and then we're using the clamp here to put the clamp together so it can dry. And while that's clamped, we also installed 2 brad nails, countersink them for additional strength. This is basically to help shore up the structure of this desk. So we also back here added another clamp here. And the reason why is because this leg was flaring out at the bottom. It wasn't straight. So what we're going to do is use this clamping system to hold it. And then we're going to use the good old heat and humidity of Maryland, Southern Maryland, to help mold the wood back. So we're going to stick this outside in the sun for about a day, clamped just like this. And we're hoping that the wood will start to soften here and bend itself back into shape. So we'll see if that technique works. I've used it on other pieces of wood to actually straighten wood or curve some wood that's sitting outside in the sun and humidity. So we'll see what happens. I wanted to talk to you about the different products used to remove stain from the market. So we have here a couple of products right here. And this one over here is a citrus-based stripper, as it pretty much says that on the label. It works pretty well, and I use it on certain applications. It's not my, say, go-to, but it's what I use. But what I use most of the time is my Stripper X by Clean Strip here. It works great. I'm going to show you that it says make an application, put it down for 15 minutes to start removing it. That doesn't work. I'm going to show you guys how to apply it nice and heavy so that you can get it off in about 5 to 6 to 7 minutes and all the stain will come off. As well as we have mineral spirits. Now, mineral spirits is a cleaning additive that will come at the end of the stripping process. Now, with everything you need, the first thing you need to make sure you have is a dust mask. You gotta have kind of a mask in because this is the chemicals you're dealing with, and you want to make sure you try to filter out as much as you possibly can. You're gonna need to have yourself a scraper. As you can see, this one's been used quite a bit. You want to use a rubber scraper. You do not want to use a metal scraper when you're using this because this chemicals will soften the wood, and if you start using a metal scraper, it has a tendency to gouge the wood, which means you're gonna have to do extra sanding and patching on the finish, and you don't want to go into that. Most importantly, you're going to need a good pair of rubber gloves. This is not it. These are great for helping you apply stain, but this against that, your hands will get burned. Trust me, I know, don't do it. You need to go and get yourself a quality set of gloves, such as these. I get these from Home Depot. They cost about $6 a pair. They generally last me about 3 three different projects before I had to go and get a new pair, and they keep your hands from getting any chemicals or anything on there. You're also going to need an application, a brush, a pan for the chemicals to go into, and steel wool. Now, steel wool is your second point. Once you apply this and use the scraper to get it off, and you can pretty much use a any kind of pan to put the scrapings in. You're going to need the steel wool. You're going to dip it in, and then you're going to go over the system over it again. What happens is the steel wool actually pulls the extra stain that's still laying on the wood surface that the scraper missed. So you're going to use that steel wool kind of to pull that extra out. And then you come with the mineral spirits and a clean cloth. Mineral spirits and a clean cloth. And you come and you wipe it. That's going to get that extra residue off of that you want. And I like to call mineral spirits the wood whitener. And because what happens is it kind of lightens the wood and it pulls all the excess stain off of it. So that is pretty much like a quick rundown of the chemicals being used. And now we're going to go about stripping the first drawer here, so I can show you all, and then we'll move forward and get everything else done. So let's get started. All right, now we're ready to start removing the stain off of this furniture. We already put a good amount of stripper into this bowl. We're going to dip the brush in, and again, we're going to apply it heavy. We're going to make it nice and heavy. We don't want just a thin coat. We want it nice and heavy. This is when you have to pay attention because this is very clear, and you were dealing with a clearer stain like a golden oak or something like that. That's really light stain or more natural. You really have to pay attention because you can easily miss a spot. Nice, heavy, and thick. It should take about 5 to 6 minutes for the stripper to eat its way through and absorb the stain. And so pretty much your job is to maintain that it stays nice and moist. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little bit of the stain is coming off on the brush right there. So that means we're working, and it's working good. I'm going to get a pan down here in place. And a scraper. Ready to go here. One way you'll notice is the crinkling. You see all that bubbling up and crinkling of the stain itself. That means you pretty much got a good hold of it. Take your scraper, your pan. Now you want to come back with the steel wool. It up with wood whitener on our cloth. And you see, it pulls even more stain out. Now, two of her drawers didn't have the little clips to hold the drawer in the track. So what I did was I pulled one of the plastic ones off, and I created one for her drawer. Now I'm about to create the other one. And there you go. I do a little dry fitting, and so I'm probably going to come back a couple of times. I'm not going to bore you with that. But that's the basic concept of how to make a hanger in the back to keep your drawer from flip-flopping if you have a desk drawer that has a slide mechanism in it. So, all right. Now that can't be the same desk, could it? Look how beautiful this desk come out with the English chestnut stain. That old stain that was on here was hiding all those beautiful wood grain patterns. And this desk is beautiful. Now, we had to do a little extra work to it that we didn't talk about at first. We come to find out that the top was a laminate top. So we had to pull that laminate top off. And then once we pulled it off, we realized there was some structural issues underneath. So we corrected those structural issues. And then we put on this brand new piece of wood on top of it, which has some beautiful wood grain patterns in and of itself. Look at that. That is absolutely exquisite, isn't it? And it came out beautiful. Also, we fixed the drawers. As you saw in the previous little section, we made those little drawer pieces in the back to help the drawer connect to the track that's on in it, and so it works just fine. A little squeak, but it'll wear itself in very soon. You got wood on wood instead of wood on plastic. So, but this desk is absolutely gorgeous, and is ready for our customer. So I hope she likes it, and we'll find out very soon. So